Good evening, everyone. It's been a long time. I'm on my own at the minute, but I'm hoping I've got a guest coming in. One of my customers, he was on the last couple of auctions that I've done, but is at work. I hope you're all enjoying the weather because it's proper red hot. I'm currently sat in my underpants. I ain't really, I've got shorts on. And yeah, the missus in the garden doing a bit of grass cutting. So if you can hear that in the background, I do apologise. So huge amount of fish to get through today. So people will know that I haven't been doing these for a while. I felt that the market was quite saturated with WhatsApp auctions and YouTube auctions, etc., etc. And to be perfectly honest, I think that a lot of people are missing out on by using WhatsApp on everything. So, although it is a good platform to certain things, I think that there's nothing wrong with coming into the shop. Those people that are local to come and have a dip in the ponds, to have a look at what we've got going on. And actually, because there's so many of it, people are expecting to pick up good quality fish. Bearing in mind we do pick out good fish for the auction, and I think that people were expecting to get everything a little bit too cheap, and it was sort of doing one of them things. However, I've got a good lineup tonight. I've got a second screen here, so if I'm looking that way, that's because I'm looking at the second screen. So huge amount on today. So let's have a quick flick through. There's one particular fish that is an absolute dream for me. So is that working? Why aren't you working? They've changed how it does then. Let's have a look. Sandy. I'm assuming you couldn't hear what I was saying because I asked to put in the screen. So just to go through, right, they're the guys, the ones that we got coming up. So two standout fish for me personally. One of the Sankey towards the end. I'll show you which one it is. I don't understand what is going on there. I think it's because the other account in the shop is logged into. So that's going to mess things up, isn't it? Guys, did you hear me when the fish was being played then? Okay, that's probably going to mess things up. I've got an account in the office that's signed in that I think is the admin account. Let's have a quick look on here. Right, bear with me, guys. I'm just going to put this on. Never bloody rains, it pours. So basically, the admin account is signed in at the office, and I can't kick people off. So as a result of that, I can bring up the video, but it doesn't let me speak. Let's have a look, see if we do it this way. Can we do it this way? Nope. Yeah, it's not letting me do it this way. Colin. Can I do it another way? See, look. It's on in the background. But if I remove me, I'll push everyone up that way. Can you hear me now? You hear me now? Can you still hear me now, guys? Let's do it this way then. Let's do it this way. I can still do it. Right, okay. Not my preference to do it this way, but it is what it is. So we will work with it. Let me see if I can just change that. We can. Right, cool. Right, we'll do it this way then, guys. You can see me up here most of the time. Now, if I remove that, it's letting me up there now. Can I do that? Yep, perfect. All right, that's even better then. Cool. Right then, so right, just if I do that, and I do that, right, cool. Right, some new things. So we've been thinking of new things in order to streamline our processes, etc. Now, anybody that wins tonight, and I dare say there'll be a few of you. The new way of doing things, rather than waiting for you guys to ring through to the shop, because we're super busy at the moment, and quite often getting through can be a bit hit and miss at the moment. So what we've done is we have devised a new form on the website. So you go to perfectaquatics.co.uk, Japanese koi, and then on the drop down there is winning auction fish. on there is a form. All you got to do is fill out your credentials. And basically that then gives us all the information that we need in order to send the fish out. And then once you've completed it, just end it. And then what we will do, we will then send you a payment link for you to then buy the koi that you bid on. So basically it's cutting out the waiting times to get through to the shop. If you can get through at the minute, because it's quite tough. It also means that you're not going to get someone that wants to then pass it over to me. I'm not going to be there tomorrow. Blah blah blah. So it just basically means that you're going to have a better end-to-end process. There is an option there if you're going to collect a ticker box, say you're going to collect. But if you want collection, you tick the box, say you want collection, and then when we send you the payment link, you open that up and it will tell you how much it is that you've got to pay. Everything else remains the same. It just means that we're cutting back on that process and making it a little bit easier for people to do. Obviously, anyone that has any problems, then of course ring through to the shop, but be patient because it is super busy at the minute, and I mean super busy. So anyway, let's get this show on the road. First things first, let's remember how to work this bloody thing. Right, Akamatsuba starting off at 50 quid from Otsuka. Let's have a quick look. 27 cm Tozai, 50 quid's all I'm asking. Again, no reserve on any fish tonight. So you can pick them up as cheap as 50 quid. Cheapest one starting bid is 50 quid tonight. The most expensive is £200, I think. So looking for 50 quid if I haven't seen it already. So Akamatsuba, 27 cm, decent. It's not the best video by the looks of it. Little Harry needs to work on that. Little bit dark on the top at the moment. However, really alert, healthy fish. Needs a bit of colour food, and then as that fish grows out, start breaking up over the top, and then you will start, when the fucrin appears, start to see a completely different fish. But £50 to start us off, and this is where I'll need a guest so we can chat. You can pay cash on collection, mate. Let's have a quick look what's going on in there. Can we still pay on collection? You can. So that's not a problem at all. All you simply do, just make reference that you're going to collect and that you'll pay on cash. So just got someone just coming through. So can't get the stuff. Completely forgot about it tonight. So maybe on my own all night. So looking for 50 quid, guys. This is a 27 centimetre fish. Decent body line. Lovely big fin. That big rudder on the back, man. That is banging. Nice even pecs. Clean in the pecs. Clean enough in the head. Little bit of work to do, but for 50 quid for a 27 cm fish, that ain't bad if anybody's looking. I ain't going to sit around all night tonight. We've got 20 fish in total. So I don't see anyone picking this one up in the next 5 minutes or 2 minutes, and I'll move on. I don't know what to. Maybe come back to it at the end as people start to filter in. So just had a question from Rick. Evening, Crafty. Can you repeat everything you said during the last 15 minutes? I wasn't listening. You didn't miss much, mate, because StreamYard has changed a few things and I got a bit confused. So basically, if you win a fish, you've got to fill out details on the website under Japanese koi, and then I won an auction fish, and then from there, just fill out your details, and then we will invoice you. If you want to pay in cash, just make that known on that form. Simple as that. So no one's looking then. I'm going to start clock for 2 minutes. Understandable. If I can find that on this. It's so up, man. Right, 2 minutes have started then, guys. 50 quid for a 27 cm. 27. It's almost a 12-inch fish. If you're looking for a nice Akamatsuba to add to your collection in your garden pond, then 50 quid I'll take. There's no reserve on any of the fish tonight, guys. So you could potentially take it. But if I get 50 quid right on 2 minutes, I'm going to restart the clock because I don't want sniping. How's the sound for people? I've had a text to say the sound's not very good, guys. So a bit of feedback, please. Nobody else is moaning. So sadly, I can hear you. That is a shame. Nice to see you in the chat anyway. Alan? Oh, quite a few chats been going on. Let's see what people are waiting for. So, right, I'm going to move on in the next 20 seconds because I can't bother to wait 2 minutes. Okay, we'll move straight on to the next one then, which is going to be this little bad lad. So again, starting at 50 quid on this one. Bit different, posing quite well. This fish has really blackened up. So earlier in the year, it was pretty white, to be perfectly honest. So this is really one of those level hate fish. Personally, not one of my favourites. However, Adrian, I hope you get well soon. Evening, Lise. Yeah, I'm going to be at the show on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, one of those level hate fish. Not a fish for me personally. However, appreciate it. It's one of those that will continually get darker on the body. So, yeah, I am going to put 1 minute on this fish as well. 50 quid starting bid is all that I'm looking for. Big head, decent body line, lovely, actually really nice pecs for the fish. Definitely a nice shape. If anybody wants this for 50 quid, no reserve, I will take it. It's going to be a quick night. By the looks of it, I don't mind finishing in 20 minutes. No, we can't do so. It's a good question, Adrian. I'm not going to do collections from the show, mate, simply because it's quite a stressful. It's quite a stress event anyway, and I don't want to. I don't really want to be mixing a load of fish. These are in a separate vat away from everything else, mate. So I'm not going to do that, pal. I do apologise. So my guest has arrived. Hiya, Dave. You're on camera.
Yo, you're right.
You can hear him as well for once. So.
I know. It makes a change, doesn't it?
Yeah, looking for 50 quid anyway, if anyone wants it. And that we've got a minute to win it. Otherwise, I'm going to move on.
I've got one of these in my pond.
You've had a haircut, mate, haven't you?
Oh, mate, I'm sweating like a beast as well. I completely forgot that you were on tonight, and I've been in the garage sorting out one of the bikes. So
you just ran in?
No, I finished. I haven't had dinner yet, so I was at the gym training, got back, sorted out a bike, and then I got your message. I was like, oh, yeah.
No worries. Right. No one wants that fish either. Fair enough. Let's go for this one then.
Ooh.
Starting bid on this one. I've got to find it now, haven't I? $39. 50 quid on this one. Nice banging little pattern, banging little head pattern, very balanced throughout. It needs a little bit of food. However, start off 50 quid. This little Hoshikai Deutsche Jaku, this is definitely worth the money. Lovely clean pecs. Just needs a bit of feed now as we come into the summer. But you'll body that up, no problem. So Rick's in at 50 quid. Thank you, Rick.
Yeah, and it makes all
£5 increment bids. That's all we're That's all we're asking for. We'll sell again, no reserve on these guys. So if you hit the starting price, that is the price I will take on these fish. And there is some absolute bangers coming up. One particular one, but I'll say it when it comes in. So 70 people in. That's not bad considering I ain't done these for so long. So I really appreciate that. So, how's your fish settled in, Dave?
Really well, really well. Yeah, we got all of them out at the weekend and measured them up. Some big growers. The ones we got from you're on that screen. The ones we got from the auction last year, small ones.
Yeah.
They put on 8-9 cm already. Up
Yeah.
the feeding now it's all settled down. Up the feeding, but mate, that everyone is doing well. And then the 2 we added on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
That saggy, mate, was lovely that you got off me on Sunday, mate.
Yeah, that's a nice fish.
I would have kept that for myself, to be fair. It was that good. But, you ain't got one of these.
No, I don't. I've got a Kijaku.
You ain't got a Deutz one, though.
No.
Again, 50 quid, all we're looking for. 28 cm, 50 quid. You ain't getting that at the show either. That sort of price for that sort of size. And that's so Hosakai. It is a Nisai, one of the ones from last year. But again, it needs a bit of food to fatten up. So 50 quid is all I'm asking. That's not a bad price for a 28 cm. Looking for 55. 55. Don't let Rick have this for 50 quid. He has enough off of me dead cheap as it is. So Mark Oxo Cube. Rick has said that the Oxo line he at Sori is gonna rule the world. Tony Nichols is in at 55. Thank you, Tony. Well played, mate. Again, we are a pet shop light. We are a 5-star pet shop license. I am selling from home. However, all the stock are down at the shop. I'm just making that perfectly clear for trading standards. If you have a fish delivered, there is a £30 fee to be added. If you have multiple fish or win multiple fish, again, you only pay your 30 quid. If we need more than one box, I'll swallow the cost of the second box or third box or fourth if you take all of them. So no one else does that except me. Right, but I've had to put it to 30 quid instead of 25 because they've recently put their prices up, just so you're aware. So I'm going to put a 2-minute timer on this. So 2 minutes starts now. Whoop.
So what have I missed tonight?
Oh, Rick's back in at 60. Mate, that key at Sori is sold, mate. Sorry, dude. $60. Any response on that, Tony or Adrian? You both come in at 55. Alan still waiting, but with Nick at 60. So Alan called me to put a key at Sori up. That's on the website. It's actually still on the website. It needs to be taken down. But yeah, unfortunately, someone took it out the pond at work. Adrian Man's out. Tony, on you, mate. £65 I'm looking for.
Bargain.
Yeah, super bargain, mate. But I want to get through these quick today. It's like I don't want to be like some of the auctions I watch. Sometimes they just sit there for hours and hours and that, and like that's fine, and that. But I'd like to see a little bit more tempo. Tony is out, so Rick, that's yours, mate. In fact, I'll start 2 minute. I'll put a 2-minute timer on. Looking for 65 quid, man. 65 quid for a 28 cm fish. Needs bodying up a little bit from last year. An amazing pattern. Maybe I'm not talking it up enough. An amazing pattern for a Kijaku. So many people ask for red. And then when you get them, people don't want them. It's like, it's amazing. But for me, really, really quirky front end to that fish. and look, and it's got clean fins as well, which is, well, for 60 quid that it's currently at is a bit bizarre, really. Right, my girl, what's the matter? And she got electrics out. My dog don't like electric things. Do you? Like lawnmowers and that? No. Well, 80 man's back in, 65 quid. I'm going to put a 1 minute timer on now. Let's speed it up. Let's get a little bit of momentum, guys. If you're out, let me know you're out, Rick, and then we'll run that 1 minute timer to the end. It's been hard. I've got another 40 fish filmed, ready to go for the auctions. So I've literally filmed everything now. It's all in the pond. Rick's back in at 70, restarting that. So literally I'm stockpiling the auction pond, but
Yeah.
I'm picking, filming, stocking the pond ready to go, rather than doing it all on the day because it's so hard. So
You busy at the shop?
it's out. There's 40 seconds left if anyone wants this for 75.
Are you busy down at the shop at the minute?
Oh, it's been super busy, mate. We had a drum failure on the main pond yesterday.
What, the one inside or outside?
Yeah, inside. Yeah.
Oh.
So that was new bidder in 75, Moto Chris. Well done, mate. 1 minute timer has restarted. Basically error 44 come up on the URZ drum filter. So had a bit of a mess about with it, but I think that error may have come in not yesterday, but the day before, because let's just say the water parameters weren't in the right spot. So I ended up doing a 50% water change, ammonia blocker, all taps we could get into the pond to refill it as quickly as you can, with a bit of fish friend in there as well, just to help it along.
Yeah.
Managed to get it going again, but because the water level was so low, it shows an error 33, and the water pressure in our place is, well, you could wee quicker sometimes. 20 seconds to go. Currently with Moto Chris for 75. 20 seconds left.
So I need to open up YouTube. Let's have a look.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold. Well done, Moto Chris. Congratulations, mate. Right, just so you're aware, mate, what's going to happen, all right? You need to go to our website, perfectaquatics.co.uk, Japanese koi auction winner, and then fill the form out, and then Aaron will then send you a link in order to pay the bill. That way you haven't got to ring through. So, mate, I thought you had a bargain as well then, mate. I was spitting, but I'd much prefer to sell it to Moto Chris. So, well done, mate. What number is this one? Number 39. Just remember, guys, when you're coming through, if you have to speak to anyone, don't use your screen name, or make sure you let us know it's you and the screen name, because people try and leave messages with their actual name when they're called something else on YouTube, and it really confuses the issue. So anyway, that's Moto Chris 75. Nice fish from Neil. Well done, mate. Thank you, mate. And lucky Rick from Jeff. Hiya, Jeff. How you doing, mate? Moto had the bargain. I think he had a good bargain as well. Right, let's bring the next one up. Right, let's do this as well. We hide that, and then we delete that. Then we ain't going to find it again, which is cool. Right then, next one. No one wanted that. No one wanted that. Did we go there yet? No. That one. And that one. Again, little pond filler, Saragoy. I quite like these personally. Real good body shape for the size of it, 25 cm. It has got the older Chiba dark spots on it. Only asking for 50 quid. From Miyatoro, it's got a real nice shaped head, big mouth. It's got a really good profile, strong fish, and actually no black spots in the head, because that's generally where you'll see to get a lot of the a lot more of the, oh bloody hell, it's gone out of my head what they're called. The black specks anyway on the head. I can't think, my head's all over the place. Yeah, on the head. So it's really clean, which is really nice. So as that fish gets older, nice clean head is perfect. You don't want the shimmies, that's the word I was looking for, coming in on the head. And for a gin rim variety, this fish will body up. You can just tell by how big that head is, how much that body can put on with a little bit of food down the old dustbin trap. So reticulation's good. A decent fish to start us off at 50 quid. Again, no reserve. Good pecs. Not really that much more to say about this fish. It's a good pond filling fish. It's not going to win you any shows, right? But let's face it, most of us don't enter anyway. So
True.
25 cm, 50 quid. Nice little fish. Definitely a Chiba bloodline. You can see that from the markings in the tail. So anyone want this for 50 quid?
It's very similar to the Ginrin Chag I got from you last year. Last year.
Yeah, so same sort of fish really, mate.
Yeah. One's growing nicely. Something a bit different.
Mate, it's not a pigment. Yeah. It's for 50 quid, I think, to start us off, you know. I wouldn't really look any more guide price on this. I wouldn't look for any more than 80 quid, to be perfectly honest. So, you know, if you want a bargain for a pond fillet, 50 quid's a decent price.
Like you say, just throw some food down its neck and it'll put on some size.
Yeah, definitely will, mate. And I quite like these as fish anyway. They do get to a good size, even though they're Ginrin. They get to a good size, and they're a yeah. I think they're a nice variety of koi to watch, and they get big quite quick. They're fairly friendly fish. So again, people not interested for 50 quid. I'll put a minute on it. Like I say, I'm going to waste the time. We'll move it on. There's a larger one coming on a bit later on, a little bit better quality. And this is what happens when everyone's offering cheap fish on WhatsApp and other stuff. You see,
running the prices down.
Race to the bottom.
Indeed. How many fish have you got on for tonight?
20. But we've done, I think this is our 4th already, which hasn't got bad going, is it?
I haven't missed too much then.
No. 20 seconds left, 50 quid. I'm going to restart the timer. If anyone wants to take it at 50 quid, get your bid in now. Five seconds. Unsold. Unless someone puts a bid in while I'm typing this bit out.
That's a no.
Super. Right, moving on. No one wanted that. We'll move on. Let's go on to. Let's see if we can lighten the mood a little bit. I ain't going to do that one yet. Number 43. Banging little Goshki from Aoki, starting price 75 quid. Again, a light skin is what we want, but where we can see the Sumi already starting to develop, it's developed really well into the nose on this fish. And you're definitely going to get the robing effect on the Benny. So no floating Benny, and let's face it, it's really difficult to achieve that anyway, right? So a more traditional style Goshki, right? The grey skin will darken up slightly, and I think what will happen is you'll get a lot more robing in the grey skin rather than this fish going jet black. But what we have achieved in a short time that we've had this fish, that Sumi has really pushed hard, and really showing the robing that you really should see in the Goshki. This is how Goshki should be, or will end up anyway. All right, so and not too dark, right? Too many dealers push the dark ones, and believe me, guys, when they darken up, they continually darken up, and it pushes through the Benny plate anyway, and you end up with a super black fish with robing going through the Benny plate. And they do not look as attractive as these ones when they finish. So £75 from Aoki, 21 cm. Again, there is no reserve. I'm going to start a 2-minute timer. Weren't you looking at this at the weekend?
Mate, I look at everything.
You do.
It's not my Amber's fault, let's be honest. I don't ever intend to spend any money when I come in. I just have a look. And yet I always seem to walk away with fish.
Yeah. Well, Amber likes fish, mate. Right.
Yeah, she never used to, does she? She wouldn't even touch them. Now it seems to be her thing. So tell me about Aoki then, as a breeder. Do they specialize in Goshikis?
Yeah, he does get some absolutely. He's a very hard dealer to be able to buy from. To be fair, Dave, right up in the mountains. Generally, when you go there in February, he hasn't got any fish because the people are literally buying fish on back order. So they're just asking and want this amount. You don't get to pick.
Right.
This comes from one of 2 boxes that hit the UK this year.
There's not many of them about them.
Well, he does a lot of odds and like a mad mix of fish, but really Tozai are all you can buy because he's in such high demand. He doesn't tend to sell his better quality stuff, i.e. the top end stuff. You'll go there and you'll see fish that are absolutely sublime, out of this world, and he just gives you a silly number.
Yeah,
to be perfectly honest. Yeah. So yeah, nobody wants this for 75 quid, guys. Are you mental? Okie dokie, we'll move on. Belter. Good skin quality, white as a ghost. Benny's in the decent places. Nice metallic fish, nice little red eye that really balances that pattern up front. You got the Tejame in the fin. Sumi quality is still progressing, but overall, metallic fish, absolutely banging. Looking for a start of £75, please, guys. Again, no reserve. 23 centimeter tozai from a Fuji. Really, really decent quality little fish. This. What more would you like? Metallic Sankey. I think this fish is quite quirky. It's got a full zipper all the way down the spine as well.
Yes. I've not seen one before.
You don't get many of these. About good ones are like really good ones are hard to find.
Not as white as that anyway.
But yeah, really nice body line for a Deutz fish as well. The skin quality is excellent. Someone taking the bins out next door. 75 quid, guys. Come on. Let's go. I ain't gonna sit around all night. If you want it, put a bid in. Otherwise, I'll move on. Sold one fish so far, darling. Getting the sack. Huh? Well, I ain't pulling the money out of the pocket, that's a sure thing. So we have got a vacancy for somebody to become the face of our new online competition page that we are launching fairly imminently. So I know we've said this time and time again, the company that we went to before, is still developing it. So we've gone to a second company, and they have literally put together a finished article. It's just going through acid testing this week. It will do by all the staff to try and break it. So yeah, it's going to be quite epic. We're going to have fish competitions. We're going to have full pond setups up for competition, marine tank setups, etc., etc. It's going to be quite a big thing. So like 7 days, not like other people in the trade that are doing it. It's going to be bigger, better, and a hell of a lot more professional. It's going to be the absolute nut. So I've got a vacancy for somebody that wants to become the face for the online live draws for the competitions as and when they happen. So if you're interested, just apply. Just drop me a text or send me an email, guys. All right. So no interest in that either. Cheers, guys, for wasting me time filming everything. Let's move on.
I'll be the face of your thing, mate. That's why I have the haircut, just to impress you tonight. No one wants to.
Guys, if you want, you're obviously waiting for all the better quality stuff. Understandable. Starting bid 95 quid for a Taniguchi Kiyosagi rare fish, 24 cm. This is an absolute belter of an example. The classic body line for a Sagi, real lovely clean head, yellow or key where the benny would be. So the key line the key is all under the lateral line on this fish. It's appearing in both pec fins, the tail, and also the dorsal fin. So with time and progression, this fish is going to be absolutely bang on. The scalation on the fish and the reticulation on the fish, yeah, let's just say, yeah, it's well up there with quality. It's going to darken up on the top. It's going to split more. Food cream will develop. The key, the yellow color in the Asagi will develop, and actually, yeah, you've top end as you would expect from Taniguchi. There's hardly any of these knocking about. £95. Start us off, guys.
I'll start you off. That's me on another account, by the way. because I couldn't log into my normal one.
Thank you, mate.
Because that'd go nicely with the one I got on Sunday. Same size,
Yeah.
give or take.
So you'll see, yeah, it's about the same sort of size, mate.
Yeah.
The slight difference, if you win this fish, mate, right? The slight difference that you'll see is the one that you just got from Hosakai, slightly bigger in the shoulders. Right, so a lot more power in comparison. But guys, Kiyosaki, you know, you don't see many of these about. I thought this would be a nice little surprise for people.
Oh well, looks like bags of fish.
What we saying, guys? Looking for £100. 24 cm Tozai.
So as this one grows, then you're saying that it darken up on top, and then the fukurin will get better as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, fukurin develops over time. So that's the skin that grows between the scales, right? What that'll do is it'll separate that pattern. It's already got the fukurin there, but it's just not thick, so it's not fully developed. Nowhere near. So it's in its infant stage. The fish will darken up, but what you will do is you will get a lovely net type pattern over the top, just like a normal Asagi, mate. The difference is that where the Benny is on a normal Asagi, the red, you've got yellow. So a fairly new variety. Sort of graced our shores last year. I'm just going to Kel. Yeah. Can you grab me a Coke out of the fridge, please? Not a line, no. I don't want a line of Coke. So £100 currently with Adrian Mann. I'm looking for 105, guys, please. Thank you.
So how often do you get a yellow one come in?
How often?
Yeah.
Well, I'll put it this way, mate. It's the only one I've got in the shop.
No, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and you won't see many of these knocking around full stop. There's just not many available. Cool. It's come in with some golden corn that I've got as well. So
what in the auction?
Well, no, I've got we have got corn in the auction. If I see people taking part,
yeah.
Otherwise, I'll just cut it short. So. Thank you, guys. 70 people in the chat. 70 people, potential bidders. Let's see. And I'm looking for £110, please. Don't let this escape. This is an absolute beast of a fish and worth a huge amount more than 105 quid, guys. A huge amount more. Okay. Taniguchi. Adrian's back in 110. Really clean head, guys. Classic saggy shape. Classic. Right? Not a huge amount of Asagis out there that are massive, that carry that classic Sakai Dainichi sort of power in the shoulder. And that's because well, they carried a Matanoski bloodline, so Aidy's been bid out. Back with Dave for 120. You know, I'm not shitting you guys. This is a really nice fish. How's your pond running now, Dave?
Mate, it's absolutely spot on. It's what a difference a year makes. I think that's the best way of putting it. Once we had it all stripped down and redone, we had no issues whatsoever. Nitrites settled, obviously. Yeah, literally crystal clear water. The fish are happy. We've upped the feeding, so they're all putting on good size. That's literally, mate. I can sit out there now and not have to worry and panic, thinking, "Oh, what's going on with this, that, and the other." It's actually enjoyable.
Well, I think I was speaking to a friend of mine in the week about your mishaps. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, and the words were fair play on him, seeing it out and doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You know, which was restarting basically, like from the ground.
January, I was chatting to you, and I was like, "Mate, I'm just gonna knock on the head. I've had enough."
Yeah,
I'm
well,
glad.
to be fair, mate, I can understand that, but you know,
Mm.
having a pond built by people that state that they're pond building experts,
Yeah,
you know, and then having no idea about what they've done, you know, and then leaving you to pick up the pieces, you
Yeah.
know, and then going down that bacterial issue route that you got a vet out for, and your injections, you know, you had a hell of a headache within the first year, didn't you? Let's face it.
yeah, that was possibly the worst first year to any pond build, I'm sure.
But at the same time, the amount of experience you got out of it, mate, is flip a coin and see the positive side.
Yeah,
You lost a lot of money, let's face that. But now you're at a point where you're getting all the enjoyments out of your fish, right?
yeah, getting the small ones to grow is probably more enjoyable now than buying the lumps and just putting them in the pond.
Absolutely. Yeah. You get to learn more as well. So Mixed Koi Ponds just joined. Evening, mate. I like your logo. Right, I'm going to put a 1 minute timer on this. I thought that would have a bit more interest than it did, to be perfectly honest. Being quite a rare fish. I'm going to drop a decent fish. Like it's back in. It's back in. I'm going to reset that timer 2 minutes. Tom Walker's in the house. Are you, Tom? Evening, mate. Oh, Eric's in as well. Evening, Eric, my Scottish friend. Such a nice fish. 125 quid, 1.5 minutes to go. You put one pound in.
£1, that was it. I'm raising him £1.
Oh, okay. He's gone up again. So I'm going to reset. I'm going to put 2 minutes on. Plenty of new people just joining us. So we are on a Kiyosaki, guys, just in case you're just behind. Ah, Paul Cunningham's in the house. Evening, Paul. Paul Cunningham is the chair of the North East Koi Club, which we are doing a wet dealer stand for this year in Sunderland. So looking forward to that up there. So any of you Scottish guys watching should come down to that show. You know, you've asked me to come up there to Scotland. Let's get you down. I'll meet you halfway. Come to Sunderland at the show. So the North East show in August. 130. 1 minute left. Let's get a minute on it. There you go. 16th and 17th of August. I knew he'd help me out because I couldn't remember in the top of my head. That's the North East Koi show. Absolute belting show. Really good show. 16th and 17th of August, Kingsley. That's my son. Not in the picture. He likes anime or manga or something. So currently with Peds 130, 15 seconds left. 10 seconds left. And that is sold then to yourself, Dave. Well done, mate. You got that super cheap, mate.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
I'm not.
I know you're not.
Is what it is. Right. I'm gonna put something quite nice on. Let's see how we go with this one.
Have it.
52.
Right. I think I'm back on my normal account now. Yes, I saw this at the weekend. I'm not spending any more money. Amber's not here to tell me off.
Oh, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're going to start this one off. 100 quid. Comments. £100, right? The reason why I say you decide, because I see all sorts of things being bandied around about these. I've got about 4 or 5 different names. It's from Aoki. It's got a beautiful full zipper. The yellow on this fish is second to none. It is, the pigment is absolutely dreamy, and I'm again. I think one of the best pigments I've seen out of this variety is just literally yellow from tip through to tail, and such a beautiful full zipper right down the back. It's got a banging set of fins on it as well. Beautiful silver underlining and real decent size and symmetrical fins. I know that's I always feel like weird about speaking about fins, but fins are so important in koi that they're not oversized, they're the right shape, they suit the fish. So, and when you look at the symmetry and the color as well, absolutely bang on. This fish commands a hell of a lot more money than what currently bid, although I will sell it at £100. Dorsal sitting up, beautiful and healthy. You've got a big head. You've got a really nice slender body. For Deutz fish, that's what you're sort of looking for, a little bit more of a slimmer frame anyway. All right. Otherwise, if they pinch in just behind that tail, or just as that tail starts, you'll end up with a right dumpy ball. But looking at this, look at how good the profile is on the fish. It is absolutely top notch. And I'm, again, not talking it up. I'm just describing what I can see. You know, looking for more than £100, guys. This is absolutely top dollar. Top dollar. In the season, get that up to 34 cm. Bit more body in it, bit more length. Yeah. And the pigment is not going to fade out on this. It's just so good. So good. Adrian Mann, 110. Thank you, Adrian.
So is this a relatively new variety of koi?
No. Right. So Aoki does his Yellow Dragon, which is actually, this falls into the Yellow Dragon manufacturer sort of hype. It's got scales that come either side of the central line scale on the head.
Right.
However, for me, there was a lot of hype around there's a lot of hype around the yellow dragon. It's the variety. It could be one of two, but you can't really tell until they get bigger what's going to happen with them. So I think that the yellow dragon thing is something that he's tried to do. Now, the dragon part, which is the scales that come off the center line, you tend to find them, the ones that are more built up around the shoulders and further back towards the dorsal. He keeps hold of them forever.
Right.
So, Mick, I've seen your question, mate. Just bear. Yeah, I'm taking lots of fish, mate. Yeah, lots of small, around 50. I haven't priced them up properly yet. I should imagine it'll be about 60 or 70. Well, I don't know, mate. They're going to be loads of small little toes for sale. Definitely, loads. Nisai as well. Some Afuchi Nisai as well. Tony Nichols back in at 130. Yeah, for this fish, mate. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, when you're looking at the Deutz, the first thing that you really want to be looking at is the body line. It's the same with any fish, really. Again, a little bit more slender is what you're looking for in Deutz rather than all the power. You've got to make sure there's enough tail tube so you get the length in the fish. If it's a little bit too small, it'll dump out. So nice big head, good slender body, not skinny, slender. So you still got that nice shape, but symmetrical. It's not pinching in anywhere. Next thing, full zipper line is really important. And as you can see on that, it's got an absolutely fantastic zipper line all the way down the back. You would be downgraded in a show. Like I say, we're not all show people, but you'd be downgraded in a show if part of that zipper line is missing. And like I was saying earlier, fins and the pigment in this, absolutely fantastic. A real top quality example. So currently with Tony Nichols at 130. You ain't got one of these, Dave.
Amber's in the chat now, so I'm keeping quiet.
This is the only one I've got left in the shop. All the others have gone. And this was my favourite one out of all of them.
Yeah. They're a nice fish. I just I've got too much yellow in there already.
No, you ain't. You've got loads of space for fish.
I have got loads of space, but
more yellow would look even better. 130 quid, Tony Nichols. Looking for 140, guys. There'll be people that have kicked themselves that have paid huge amounts of money for one of these. They're seeing this at 130.
So Tony's getting a bargain.
Well, I'm going to put a 2-minute timer on. I think we'll do a Sankey next. 2-minute timer's on. Anybody want any of these? Mark's got one of these already. That is a good example. Thank you, Mark. Mark is the dad of Rick at New Forest Oxo spawning. He at Saury Spawn. He donated it from our shop at 74 centimetres, I think it was, at our shop. He bought it and gave it to Rick for a breeding program.
Mm-hmm.
Hell of a top bloke. Currently 130. 1 minute left, guys, or 1 minute 10, I should say.
I'm sitting on my hands, honestly.
55 seconds. 135 or 140, guys. Again, just a reminder, all those people that have won tonight, if you can fill out the form on the Perfect Aquatics website, under Japanese koi tab, auction winning. It's just a small form, name, telephone number, address, and then picking a date for delivery. Good evening, AR. Nice of you to meet. Come on, mate. Eric Gorman's in 135. Mate, no sniping on here. Time has restarted. 2 minutes. I'll tell you what, Eric. This is up your alley, actually, mate. Tony's back in 140. That's better, guys. Come on, let's keep that momentum rolling. One and a half minutes.
It's a clean fish, man. I'm just looking at the fins in the video, and they are clean.
Mate, this is a banging example. Honestly, it's one of the best for me. Where's Cumbria? Let me just stop the clock. Where's Cumbria, man?
I'll Google it.
It's got to be part of the UK, right?
It is. It's is it up on the Lake
Everywhere
District?
in the UK, mate.
Yeah, Lake District area.
Yeah, we do. Yes, we do, mate. Eric's back in 150.
Took north.
Up north, Mick.
Took north.
North. Yes, then, mate. Lake District, we do, Harry. Yes.
Lovely part of the world, that is.
I should have known, really, because I went on a motorbiking holiday up there. Yeah. The rain was sideways.
Oh,
Then I got stung in the eye by a hornet. Oliver, where did we stop? We on the way up we stopped in Kitely, is it? Outside Halifax. That was a Chris 155 banging. Thank you, guys. That's excellent. Good to see. Thank you. Yeah, we went to this pub with the bikes. The owner said, "Oh, you need to put them in the garage round here." Tony's back in at 160. Just keep battling it out, guys. Let me know when you're out, please, and then whoever ends up with it ends up with it. Yeah, he said round here, mate, you're going to need to lock your bikes up. So there's the garage there. It's like an old stable.
yeah.
So straight away we was like, where are we? Put the bikes in, and then then someone tried to sell us some knocked off stuff in the pub garden. You know,
Oh,
do you want a
God.
toaster, mate? No, I don't, mate. Funnily enough.
Yeah.
Currently with Tony then. Chris, if you're in, let me know. If you're out, let me know. Eric, let me know if you're in or out, please.
$160 still a good price. Behave. Over 1.5K.
Yeah, it went for 1.6 thousand. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, and this one's better than that one, in my opinion. Got better skin pigment.
Jeez. For 17 cm. Right.
There's not a blemish on it, mate. There's no little orange shimmy, nothing. It's just pure yellow. It's great. Really nice fish. Tony, you're still with us. Eric's deciding what he wants to do. It's on you guys. Eric's gone in 170. Loads of bites around the back from all. It was mental, mate. The landlord, let's just say he weren't drinking coke. He was doing something else with it, and then he had a major bust up with his missus behind the bar. He was apparently having an affair with one of the punters. It was a mental place. And then we got on the old twisties, mate.
That's where the fun is.
Yeah, I know, but when there's curbs, people and cars and lampposts and stuff, you have to be careful, don't you?
You do.
Currently with Eric 170. Look at the zipper on it, mate. You wouldn't get anything fuller. As perfect as you're going to get.
Are you putting a timer on it, or are we just waiting for these guys to say, you know,
Right. I want to see if Moto Chris wants to come back. Tony Nichols is out. Moto Chris, it's on you, mate. Let me know what you're doing, pal. Back in 175. Marco's a crazy bloke. Chestu, Eric Fancy One. I don't know what that means.
Say it in a Scottish accent, I think.
Chestu. And before anyone says anything, I am quarter Scottish.
With an accent like that, you sure?
My granddad is from Lanarkshire.
Say again?
Lanarkshire. I don't know where it is. I've never been.
Somewhere to the north.
Back to you, Eric, mate.
There's Gaz. Evening, Gaz.
Is in the house. Are you, Gaz, mate? Hope you're well. Eric's back in 180. That's yours, Eric, for 180, mate. Well done. Unlucky. Oh, comments coming in. Moto Chris is out. Unlucky, mate. Good bidding, though. Thank you for your support. That's Eric Gormans for £180. Sold. Well done, my friend.
Right.
Got to find it on here now. So I had to come out of the order I was doing it in to get a bit of interest. 180. Where are we going to go next? Let's have a quick look. Let's do that one. $45. Not perfect, right? But first and foremost, it's got a small little Benny spot in one of the pecks. However, the remainder of this fish is top notch. The Benny plate is consistent from the nose all the way through to the tail. It's rich, it's deep, two-step, still got plenty to go. The head on it is huge. The shoulders are huge. The body frame is amazing. And it's from Momotaro, 39 centimetre. for 200 quid starting price. I will sell it at £200 if anyone wants it. Again, people will be put off by the Benny spot. I get it, right? However, when you look at the rest of the fish, the rest of the quality in that fish really, really outshines that one imperfection. And you've got to make a sacrifice. And you will not pick up a Momotaro of this standard for 200 quid anywhere, even with that little Benny patch in the fin. The fins are the right place, they're the right size. The skin quality is excellent. Just look at the Benny plate on it. It is absolutely top draw. Real good head pattern. We need to see £200 on the table for this Nisai 39cm. Growing machines, guys. Growing machines. Nice and simple, two-step. Really nice, quirky head pattern. For me, decent fish. I just wish it didn't have that. If it didn't have that little Benny spot, right, this fish is going for 600 quid all day long.
Well, that Benny spot would only be an issue if you were contemplating showing it, right? Just to have it in your pond.
It'd be a small demerit, mate. It wouldn't knock it off the top spot. Have a look at the fish that they show in Japan. You know, you've got Benny in the fins and all sorts on them. They look at all the other qualities. If you look at all the other qualities of this fish, it's there. The key was excellent. The sashi line is superb. White skin, still developing, but what we've got there is really good quality. And the Benny plate is exceptionally good. It does leak up into the dorsal, but for technicalities, it doesn't come all the way up to the top of the dorsal. So therefore, it doesn't matter. And it would not be down marked as a result of that in a show. But I'm going to say it again. How many of us show?
Exactly.
You know, £200. I'm surprised. 200 quid for a fish of this quality to start off anyway. No, mate, they're different. They're a different batch, pal. They went time ago, mate. Let's keep it going, guys. £200 start bid.
It's not a bad size either, is it? 39 cm.
No certificate, Adrian. No, mate. Actually, really, when you look at it, mate, it's like Blue Eye as well, which pure Kahaku line. The Benny plate on it is just exceptionally good. It's so full and deep.
Mm. But you can tell it's going to put some size on as well in the right conditions. I mean, the dorsal's halfway down its back.
I agree, mate, with that, Rick, mate. Yeah. You know, people don't see what I see, but this is definitely up there. Again, for the sake of a Benny spot, look what 200 quid can buy you. You know, it's even if that was to go into a show and it had a bit more body. Again, we don't put the body on our fish. We've got far too many, and our ponds aren't set up to grow the fish. Right, they're there as a, you know, the ponds are there to turn the fish over. We sell the fish for you guys to do the work. So, you know, unless we put them into an actual growing pond that is set up for that, then, you know, you're getting how we buy in Japan. When you look at that, you know, look at a profile on it. Honest to God, I'm surprised someone hasn't put £200 down from a Momotaro Kahaku of the quality that it is. The sashi line is one scale deep, uniform around the pattern. The Kiwa, although still developing, you can see it's got Marizomi Kiwa as well, which is the scallops. Right? An exceptionally decent fish for £200.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Even Alexa don't know how to do it, apparently. No interest at 200 quid, guys. I might buy it myself.
You should do. No, you can't.
Chris is in £200. You won't be disappointed, mate, with that. Honestly, God, if you're not a show person, I'm telling you now, it's like you're doomed if you do, and you're doomed if you don't. You get feedback that nobody ever talks about what's wrong on a fish. They always say how good it is. But then when you do tell people what's wrong with it, you can potentially turn them off. So, but that one benning spot doesn't take away from the rest of the quality of that fish. The rest of the quality on that fish is outstanding. Too many people look for too many perfect koi. You've got to make a sacrifice somewhere, because that just don't happen. The fact that the other thing you bear in mind, the fact that this is Nisai and showing this quality means that quality is going to continue. When you start at Tozai, as you grow, there's more of a gamble in how the body shape how the body shape develops, how the color develops. Kahaku, especially at Tozai, how many fish we get in Tozai Kahaku where the benning falls off. All right. When you get to Nisai, chances of that happening is extremely small. Look how good that benny, how deep, I can't say it enough, how deep that benny pattern is. Thank you, Rick. £210. The white skin as well. Look at the white skin. Fantastic. You're losing a lot of the risk in the Nisai is, in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's already done the first part.
Yeah. Looking for 220. Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to put a 2-minute timer on, guys. Still got plenty of fish to go.
It's cheap, isn't it? It's so cheap.
Budget pond keepers in, are you, mate? Nice hair. £210 with Rick. 2-minute timer, then that's what I was doing, but my mate just texted me. There's my clock. I said clock. 2-minute timer started. Have you got Kahaku, Dave?
I do. I have effectively two. One of them was a Sankey, Ginrin Sankey that lost its the black. Yeah, so
That might come back,
It was only a little bit on its head, and yeah, just over time as it's got bigger and bigger, it's disappeared. Which isn't a bad thing. And then we got another one which we got from you. I'm sure Amber will put in the comments in a minute how much it's grown, but it's put on some size.
Really lovely fish, man. No doubt if Rick wins this, it'll be a dad. He'll squeeze the milk out of it. For 8 minutes. It's not, it's 1 minute 20. 40 seconds left. 35 now. That's quick 5 seconds, wasn't it? So Koi Show then, guys, in a couple of weeks' time, not long to go now. We'll be there. Come and say
Coventry,
hello.
right?
20 seconds. Well, Chris is back in 2:15. $215 now. With Moto Chris is doing well tonight. Is Moto Chris is having a right good bid. Simple two-step pattern, quirky head pattern, good skin, excellent Benny. Like their tape measures. I don't stop getting shit, do I? Look, guys, it's you guys that have got the wrong ones. Look, I've got an actual stopwatch running. Look. That's a minute gone. 1 minute left. Looking for 220.
So on the next one, I'll look after the stopwatch.
You look after the stopwatch on the next one, mate.
Yeah.
Back in, look. 220. You need to restart that 2 minute stopwatch, and mate.
All right. We're counting down.
I don't see what people ain't seen in this. This is a fantastic fish. Just that red spot on the pet, no doubt, is what puts them off, which I don't understand. The size this fish will get to, it will get a big fish. I've booked into the same hotel as you, Rick, as well. I'm taking little Harry with me this year.
Is Harry coming up with you, is he?
It's coming up to the national, so yeah. Coming up to a minute.
Yep.
One minute gone. I don't even know where the hotel is, to be perfectly honest. You're around, I'm round every day, mate, not just at the weekends. 35 seconds. Mate, Gaz and Ryan ain't staying where I'm staying, mate. They stay where Marco Pierre White has a restaurant and stuff.
$15 seconds. Oh,
Just in time. 159 I had.
yeah.
225. I like the fact he's putting a guilt trip on you there, Rick. Whereabouts in the world are you, Chris?
And what bike's in your picture? I can't see.
He's got 4 in there, mate.
What's the red one?
Got a KTM. I'm sure you are, Ryan, mate. Come on, Rick. What you doing, mate? You're back in. That's a minute gone. Geddington. Where's Geddington? I've never heard of it.
Oh, sorry.
50 seconds.
Ah, not too far north for me. It's between, well, it's just underneath Corby.
Oh, okay. Okay. Between Corby and Kettering, then. There you
That's
go. Nick
the
Kettering.
one.
Yes. Ducati.
Hey,
You got Ducati as well.
yeah, yeah, 2 of them.
20 seconds. Ten seconds.
You need like a countdown clock, as in the program countdown.
Someone like Rachel Riley. That wouldn't be bad, would it?
Yeah, she could help promote. Hey, Ireland. You can get a tune.
Well done, mate. That's yours for 225 quid. Well done, mate. 2 for Moto Chris tonight. Well done. Let's have a look where we're going to go. Oh, I nearly ended the stream then. A Fuji, a Chiba, quite a sexy little fish as they go. Again, got a bit of colour in one of the pecks, but when you look at the layout of the pattern, I think that it just adds to the actual fish, if I'm perfectly honest. Nice little spot on the nose, and then real decent amount of colour, not too spread out. Again, a real nice full zipper on it, decent sized head, good sized fins, good shape, very active. What will happen in time, you should get a black outline around the bronzing colour on that fish, and as that skin thickens up, that will just look absolutely incredible. These are really hard to come by, the Deutzer Chiba. You don't see many, and you certainly don't see many of the build of this fish. It's got all the traits of an Chiba body frame. It's quite powerful, big slab head, decent fat shoulders, and you can just see the length of it. It's not overly slender, but the length of it holds the weight really well. Attributes to get to a decent size with regards to the fact that it's a Deutz fish. So, oh look, it's got a nice yellowfish in there, Mr. Marriott or Miss Marriott, whichever you are. So in at 75 quid. Well done. It's a good price. Thoughts, Dave? Questions? Anything?
No, I've got an Achieva, but not a Deutz. So I know they like to eat, like most of them. I'm trying not to swear. So yeah. So obviously you've got one bronze fin.
Yeah.
Likelihood of the other one putting any bronze in there, or is that you reckon it's just going to stick?
It'll stay. I mean, if we was, again, we're not sacrificing a fish with regards to it. It would be a demerit with it being a solid fin color. However, if you're not showing, look through it.
Yeah.
The rest of the fish, the body of the fish is excellent. The full zip is excellent. The color in the fish is really good. And when you look at the way that the pattern comes round the fish, that bronze, I think it would have looked out of place if that bronze peck was on the other side, if I'm honest. So I don't think it really takes away from the fish, in my opinion. Again, if it didn't have that spot on its nostrils, again, it changes the whole complexion of what that fish is. So when you look at it, it's actually quite a decent, well-balanced fish. And again, they're actually up there for me. One of my favourites, Deutzer Chiba. It's when they get a little bit bigger and they start developing more, you get like a nice black outline, like a silver outlining you find on a cloud, but it's a black outlining around that bronzing on that bronze color. And then the skin will grey up and change color in the seasons. So when it gets colder, it will darken up. When it gets warmer, lighten up, and constant change. So real nice variety of fish to have in your pond. And this will be an eating machine, I think.
And then obviously if it's outside, bit of UV on it, the bronze, will that get darker, stay where it is?
Yeah, so it will, mate. So like what Rick's put on here, the metallic sheen really makes it pop, and with time, as that skin thickens, because the best way I could say, as skin thickens, a bit like layers of an onion, the more layers of the skin that develop, the deeper that color gets, the more metallic shine will come out on this fish. Again, with the size, these are really young fish, so nowhere near their finished end state. So you've always got to have that little bit of forward vision in order to understand, learn from, and again, learning is a big part of it. Seeing where this fish will be in 2 or 3 years' time, if you can keep it alive. Because let's face it, a lot of the time it's down to the koi keeper that doesn't achieve that unless they jump out. Or get hit by a heron. But then, you could argue if you ain't got protection up, or if you're not checking for gill fluke and things like that, make them jump. But okay, seems to have slowed down a little bit. So let's get a 2-minute timer on, please, Dave.
Oh, hang on. I'm prepared for that.
Planning and preparation.
Go. 2 minutes is off.
Started then. Looking for 90 quid, Tony. Again, good fish. Quite a lot of fish actually for this money at the minute. Quite hard. They're not rare, but they're hard to come by. And one of this sort of body frame at this size, definitely quite rare. You can see the power in the fish for a tozai. It's chunky.
Yeah, it's got some shoulders.
Thank you guys for joining. I know that I ain't done one for a while. It's really nice to see 70 people in. I didn't expect that many, if I'm honest, being the first one back. I need to pick a bit of momentum up. We will have another auction next week. Tony Nichols is back in at 90 quid.
I need to check my settings though. I never got a message come through from YouTube saying that you're going live. Normally I do.
Yeah, I scheduled it about half hour before as well. So that's YouTube, mate. Sometimes it'll pop through in 2 hours' time, like.
Yeah. Coming up. Come. It's his bedtime. No.
Oh, is he bought you his toy?
Yeah. It's his dog. Yes.
Oh, Doberman. I don't like Dobermans. They scare me, man.
This one wouldn't. God, he's basically a Labrador, mate. Oh, 2 minutes is. Oh, did we say it? Did I?
Oh, no, we reset it, mate. See, we've got 55 seconds gone. So 1 minute left, guys. See, Marriott, if you're in, get a bid in, mate. £90 cheap. We like that. Well, you like that. I don't. Back in at 95. Let's restart that timer.
Oh, yeah.
Tony's out. That's yours then. See, Marriott, that's sold to you for £95. Well done, mate.
Congratulations.
So just to go over those people that have won tonight, remember you need to go onto the Perfect Aquatics website. At the top, Japanese koi, select auction winnings, or I won an auction, fill out the form, and then we'll send you the invoice with a link in order to pay for your fish, please. So as it stands, that is your Sea Marriott for £95. Well done. That's a nice fish for the money. Let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one. Let's do that one. It's my favourite fish of the night, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's fantastic. Got to find which one it is now. Number 48. This guy's has got quality written all over it, believe it or not. Sakai Co, Sankey, Benny Free Step, got nice Sumi in the right places, just started to come as well. So definitely a male the way that it's hugging the side of the bowl. However, don't let that fool you. For me, when you're looking at the actual free step pattern and where the Sumi is, and it's going to develop more, it's going to be quite a nice fish. This Tejame is just starting to come as well. Good white skin, good Benny pattern. The key was half decent as well. The sashi line's nice and tight. Little bit scruffy towards the back end. However, you've got to let the fish develop. It's got a good sized body on it, although the video don't do it justice because it's so stuck to the side. But you've got to let that Benny, that Sumi keep developing, pushing through. Like I said, it's only just come. It will thicken up, get deeper, and then start to refine. So it will then start to tighten up. So if it don't sell tonight, I'm probably going to take this back to my own pond to then watch it and learn from it, because it's an absolute banger. What do you see in it, Dave? Anything?
I see that it's going to put on some size, looking at shoulders to the start of the dorsal.
Yep, the backbone.
Yeah. You can see where I suppose the black's going to, I try and use the right words, guys. Sumi.
Yeah, no, you say black, mate.
Yeah.
Most people do. You say what you're comfortable with, mate. You're
Right.
learning. So
yeah, so you can see obviously where it's developed. I'm just wondering, is there any more going to come through down the side? But like you said, because it's hugging the bowl, which actually, when you were chatting just now, you said you can tell it's a male because it's hugging the side of the bowl. Is that a male trait?
quite a male trait, especially in the bowls. The males really like to stick to the sides.
Okay.
So,
but yeah, it's got clean fins, a couple of dots obviously on the front left, but it's tail fin as well.
that's the Tejame, mate. So that you want. You know, it's showing on its left pec when it shows it to you. It's showing that the development's there, right,
Yeah.
which is perfect. Again, a young fish with lots to do.
Yeah.
The skin quality is very good. If you have a look, there's only a slight bit of yellowing on the face, which will whiten up in time. Again, simple 3-step pattern, but it's a sumi placement for me that I really like. It's where it's positioned on the fish. It's interesting, and it makes it look different to me. Yeah, the white skins again for this size of fish is a good standard. So again, as that develops and gets whiter in time, that red will get redder in time, and that sumi will push out more and then tighten up. Yeah, little bit of a down player on it is it's got a little bit of sumi on the front of the nose, but again, if you're looking for perfection, this fish is going to cost you a huge amount of money, you know. And if you're not showing the fish, it don't really matter. For the rest of the fish, for me, is really interesting. Really interesting. I'm going to put a 2-minute timer on it, guys.
Get in there.
Yeah, I agree with you, Rick. It's the sumi placement that's got me intrigued, mate. It's really interesting. Like I say, if it don't sell, and there is no reserve on this fish, and it's from Sakai Co. Go and have a look at because I can never say his name, Marcus. Some of the growth that he's got on the fish that he bought from me from Sakai Co. They don't half pile the size on, and they do it quick. This is for me. If the sumi joins up, that's the gamble. If the sumi does join up too much, it's gonna potentially mess it up. However, I personally don't think that's going to happen. I think that it's going to stay pretty much where you've got it and then refine up a little bit. And those smaller spots will stay fairly small and separated. And if that does happen, which I'm hoping, I don't think anyone's going to buy it because we're running out of time. I'm potentially going to be bringing this home with me. Rob Aworth's got it. Okay, that'd be interesting to see what he does, mate. He keeps his fish well. He does, Marcus. So 25 seconds left. Don't see 200 quid, guys. Then we will move on, and I will bring that one home with me tomorrow. Well, Thursday. 10 seconds.
Oh.
Restart. If Rick wins it, I know that I'll get updates on it. So good size as well. Look at it, 27 cm Tozai, absolute beaming.
There goes my feeder.
I've turned mine off.
Why?
They're having a break from it, mate. They're having far too much food at the minute. Give them 24 hours off. Let them have a little bit of a digestive period.
Yeah.
1 minute gone.
I'll have to call it a night soon.
Okie dokie, mate.
Not that I can contribute much. Someone to chat to, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice to have a bit of company. Talking to a computer monitor is not something that I'm a big fan of personally.
No.
If anyone wants to join me, let me know when Dave goes and you can come on. We'll have a chat. Jeff Lees don't read at the weekend either, he said. 10 seconds. Rick, man, you robbed it off me. 5 seconds. And that's sold to Rick at New Forest. Well done, mate. I hate you. Another nice fish, Shinoda Deutz Sankey, number 50. Let's have a look. Starting off at 125, please, guys. Certified. Yeah, Sankey, really clean pecs, good shape. Got a nice slender body. Again, Deutsch. You can see the Sumi placement and where it's going to go. Already come up in the tail, nice and deep. Benny pattern, again, is more of a two-step pattern, but not quite true two-step. Overall, a really nice example. You've got to let that Sumi develop. When that comes, it will change the complexion of this fish big time. Pattern pinches down into the nose, good size head. Again, good example through and through. £125 original certification as well. Hi there, Sarah. Nice to see you. Nice achieve of that. Let's say Achiever, Garomo, even.
Mate, I can't see anyone's pictures. My eyesight's getting horrendous.
Yeah, I will, mate. I'll tell you what I'll do with that, mate. I'll put it in outside main pond, mate. I've just added in the outside main pond at work. I've just put a 30,000 litre an hour pump on it, and that is literally just used to generate flow and flow alone. It's literally pulling through a 4-inch pipe and pushing it back in at 30,000 litres an hour. And there's a hell of a current, and the fish are actually swimming hard into it just to get that muscle into the shoulders and really beef them fish up. Because I've got some quite big fish in there, and I don't want them to go to shit. So I've put a load of flow into the pond. So £125 Deutz Sankey, still development to come. Coochie Benny on the lips. Those people that haven't noticed it.
Yeah, lipstick.
A bit of lipstick. Dave likes lipstick at weekends.
Absolutely. So many things I could say. All right, mate. I'm calling it. It's been fun.
Thank you very much.
And
If anybody's watching that wants to come on, just drop me a message. I'll send you a link if you want to come on and have a chat for half hour. Be nice.
impart some wisdom. Cool. Right. Be good.
Will do. I'll try. Take care, buddy. Thank you for
See
joining.
you in a bit, mate.
Be
Bye,
safe.
mate. Bye.
Take care, mate. 2-minute timer has just started. £125, guys. We've got a 25 cm Shinoda Deutz Sankey. Really nice little fish, this. Plenty of potential. Okay, I'll put an offer on for you then, guys. I'll drop that down to 100 quid if anyone wants it. Let me know. You got a minute to win it. certified by Shinoda, Tozai, £100. Let the fish do the talking. Good clean example. Sumi's still got to do a bit of work. That's just natural on this variety. I know people want a finished fish. Sometimes the best ones are the ones that you wait for. "15 seconds. Tony Nichols has got it. 10 seconds. Chris is in 105. I'm going to reset the timer then. We've got 1 minute, 2 minute. Let's do 1 minute 30 timers, guys. Chris is just tried to steal that. Tony Nichols is back in at 110. I'm going to keep that clock running at 130, 1.5 minutes. Again, if anyone would like to come on and keep me company, please feel free. Currently 110 then with Tony. Nice pond in his picture there, Tone. That looks nice, that does, mate. Again, comes with original cert from Shinoda. "25 seconds remain. Steal. Absolute steal for 110 quid. My Chris back in 115. I'm going to put a minute on then. 1 minute. Keep that momentum going. If you're out, Tone, let me know you're out. I haven't yet, but I have got it. So I'm going to do it on Gaz's show, mate. "30 seconds. So Tony's out. Chris, you stole another one, mate. I'll sell that now to you, dude. Shinoda, £115 to Moto. Chris, well done, buddy. That's excellent. Little Kasei shower. Little Tozai, 25 cm, starting bids at 50 quid. Again, have a look at the body shape, guys. Plenty of height to this fish. Good size backbone. Sumi's not fully developed, as you can imagine, on a shower for a Tozai. Really interesting head pattern. You have got enough white, red, and black on there which is one of the technicals that you want. Little heavy on one of the flanks with regards to the Sumi, and there's still plenty of Sumi to come on the left flank as well on the Shiroji. So the black and the white. So Shiroji being white, Sumi being black. The black will thicken up in time. So will the red with a bit of colour food. This has been inside since I got it. So that has probably washed the Benny out a little bit. It's outside now though, in the sales pond for the auction. So and he's on Saki colour as well. There's a little bit of growth. So 50 quid to start us off. These fish develop really well, guys. I'm not particularly a big shower fan. I've been quite impressed with how good quality the white skin is on these fish, especially. And the ones that I've seen develop have developed into some stonking little fish. So £50 for this, fairly balanced. You've got a decent amount of Benny in it all the way through. It's not heavy one end to the other. You should not be looking for a Kahaku type pattern anyway. because it is a shower and more of a traditional style as well. What you will find with the development is, though, that black stripe in the face will join. That will come all the way across the top of that fish. So you'll have a nice stripe. Potentially get a little bit thicker on the left-hand side of the face as well. So quirky is what you're looking for. The small bits of sumi you can see on the fish's left flank. So as you're looking at it on the right-hand side, that will develop more as well. And you've also got the Motoguru in the fin, which is what you want. Now, this will come from a Sankey bloodline. And you can see that because of the streaks in the tail and also in the right pec fin. However, if you look at the left pec fin, you'll see that sumi is already tightened up, and you've got what you call Motoguru right in the base of the actual pec fin on the knuckle. And that will happen on the other fin as well in time. So just to give you a little bit more of a, let's take that off. It's 50 quid, guys. Still looking for 50 quid to start us off. Again, you won't get one of these for 50 quid. 25 cm. One thing I haven't spoke about is the body. The body itself is excellent. Real nice body line. It's got a nice size head and a big mouth as well, which is the starting point of what you want to see where the fish goes. It's got a decent sized backbone. It's not massive, but again, shower. If you're going to get massive, you're going to pay huge amounts of money. Looking at this fish, I would expect most people to achieve 65 cm. For people that have got a heated pond with a good feeding regime, you could push it out to 75 overall, I would say. I think you'll struggle past that in time. But 50 quid, all I'm looking for, guys. I'm going to put 2-minute starter on this one. Shower. Plenty of development to come, guys. This is not what you see now. It's not what you'll end up with. It's got plenty of development to come. DT thinks it's going to stand out in your pond. The white skin on these is superb. You know, when that skin develops more and thickens up, color will deepen. The sumi will be through more. That will also, so down the left flank, as we're looking at the fish now, the big part of the sumi, when that solidifies properly and all that sumi is pushed through, again, nice finished sumi down there. Really, it will look lovely. It look a real good contrast of colours. So a minute left then, guys. $30 seconds. Worth 50 quid. Anyone puts 50 quid in now, I'll keep the clock running. $10 seconds. Wow. Not even 50 quid. Fair enough. Did it? What else have we got? Right, last fish done of the night, guys. I even order them, and then I ain't got me specs on, so I'm really struggling to see what I've written. Oh no, I haven't. We've got this one first. Golden Corn from Taniguchi, 24 cm, starts at £95. Again, another variety that is hard to come by. These fish change so much. All right, so what you're seeing now isn't necessarily what you're going to end up with. However, personally, I think what will happen is that will fill out. When I say fill out, the patch going down the spine will colour up. I've got 2 Sanzai in the shop now. They have changed so much from when we bought them. It's insane. I think I had 24 in the last batch that I had. They were Nisai. So they're just moving into Sanzai now. And I can tell you that they're not even finished yet. I'm waiting now on the ones that we had. There was one that was very similar to this fish that basically had those patches in the color. And then what happened is over time they started, that color started to develop, and it's now all one color. The color has really started to deepen and become a lot stronger, but now the fucarin has just started to appear. There is an underlying sumi in these fish as well, and you can sort of see it on this example that's in the blue bowl now. If you look down the actual dorsal fin, you can see those darker spots. Now, I've seen 2 things happen with this in the fish that I've got at the shop. I've seen that in the colder weather, it actually started to come through more. But then as the warmer weather has come, it has dropped right down. And I'm thinking or hoping that sumi stays underneath now, and that golden color will actually become the dominant color in it and stop that sumi from progressing, because it doesn't come through. It comes through like a really grey sumi, so it's not like a full black sumi. So I'm thinking that just what's happening is, as it's developing, that pigment is moving about. But where I've seen that color sort of fill that window in like you've got on the top of this fish, I'm thinking that as that's getting thicker and thicker, that it becomes the dominant color. And I promise you, when you see a good version of one of these, they are really, really good. I think the problem with them is that people may not have the understanding of what they can become, but they are a bit of a gamble at this. I'll be as truthful as the day's long. They are a bit of a gamble. You don't know what they're going to do, but I promise you guys, for 95 quid, all right, you've got a huge amount of learning to get from this fish, and if it does turn the way that the others that I've seen do, you'll end up with an absolute belter of a fish, because again, these fish put size on. Looking at this, it's at 24 at the moment. Again, 70 cm, most people should be able to achieve. And in a heated, well-fed pond on a regime, again, you're going to get some good size. When I look at the skull on this fish, fairly wide. You can see the distance between the eyes on that, and it's fairly flat. So I would think that we've got like what we call a slab head, so fairly flat. And then what will happen is the shoulders of the fish will really be quite dominant, and potential for the old chubby cheeks to grow around. Again, I'm sort of looking, 2-3 years time for that development to come. So that's what I'm saying about that fish. You've got a minute to put bids on. So £95 starting bid is Taniguchi and Golden Corn, and that is actually cheap for a Tozai of this variety. Yes, mate. That's it. Again, let me read that out for those people that are probably listening, that watch afterwards. So Rick at New Forest states all the Golden Corn that he's seen start ugly but develop into good big koi, but a bit like ugly duckling becoming a swan, which is what I was saying. The development in these koi is just like no other variety that I've come across. However, 5 seconds, if I don't see a bid, guys, it'll go unsold. But they are going to be available at the National. That's a little bit dearer than what this was on the auction tonight. Okay, then moving on. Last fish, then, guys. Let me find it. Shinoda 47 cm Nisai certified. Start us off at 150, guys. Again, probably a more of a modern type Sankey. It's a lot more white skin than anything else. 3-step pattern where the sumi is, it's really good. The Benny plate is really good and continues to strengthen. A male fish, never to say anything else. Teshime is in the pec fins, but wish we had a little bit of a longer video. Adrian Mann straight in at 150. The white skin on it, guys, is exceptionally good, as is the Benny plate. The sumi that's up is still developing as well. The top end, the stuff that has finished is very, very deep, which gives you a good indication of what else is to come with the sumi development. It is a certified fish by Shinoda as well, guys. So Nisai, big fish, small amount of money at the moment. £160. £10 increment bids on this, please. Or now with Adrian Mann at 175. I don't need to big it up. You can see the body line in it is very nice and slender and a real good length. The one thing that I really like on Deutz fish, this fish has got, irrespective of what variety, it's the lateral line. I like the lateral line that sort of has got like that little bit of protrusion is the best word. I really enjoy that in Deutz fish. Not everyone, it's just something that I like, and this fish has got. The balance in it is enough. It'd be nice to see a little bit if the sumi develops more into the tail end. What you're not seeing is on the right hand side of this fish as we look at it. In the tail, there is more sumi. You can probably just about make it out. But yeah, it would have been nice to have a bit more of a longer video or a bit more of a selective video on this. But 175 quid, there is no reserve. Looking for a little bit more dollar than this though, guys. It is Nisai and it is certified and it's a decent size. I'm going to put 2 minutes on it though. Last fish of the night, guys. Yeah, nice ink, mate. Oh, that's a nice fish in your picture there, Con. The car's back on the road now, mate, so I'll be down yours on Thursday, pal. My car broke down, so I had to cancel some plans. Spark plugs and coils I had to change. Done it myself. 1 minute, 15 seconds left. Looking for 185, please. See, Marriott, don't let it go for cheap. You ain't going to get a Nissan of this value. Looking for 185, please, Tony. £10 increment bids on this, please, mate. It's too cheap as it goes. Thank you. Very good. Marriott. I weren't going to put it up, Rick, because there weren't enough interest. But as you've won it, I'll put it up after this one. £200 now. Adrian Mann's out. I'm still going to let that clock run out. £200. 1.5 minutes to go, please, guys. Anyone interested? £210, please. Good bidding there, Aid, you know, mate. I like that. Straight in 175 just to boost it up a bit. Yeah, it's a really lovely fish. I think I would have preferred a bit more of a longer video on it, Colin, to be fair, mate. But, you know, I can't do everything. It's what staff are for. He does a good job, does our little Harry. $55. Adrian Mann's back in 225. Marriott says he's out. Still got time to change his mind. Oh no, mate. Lot 47 cm fish. Oh, dogs want their carrot. They know it's time.
How did you know?
Well, old Fat Pants is whining his head off, isn't he? Tony's back in. Well, Tony's back with 235. Good bid, mate. Thank you. Sorry, Adi, I miss your bid, mate. I do apologise. So currently Tony and Adi in. $235. I've just had someone messaging me about something else. Minute left. Got a minute, AD. Beautiful fish, this. Certified as well. 45 seconds. $30 seconds. What are you saying, AD? Let me know. $15 seconds. That is sold to Tony Nichols on 2 minutes. Bang on. Well done, Tony, mate. That's a steal, mate. You've done really well on that. He's going to be chuffed. I would be. $235. Right, Rick was obviously looking at what we had for sale today. I weren't going to put it up, but I will now. I don't think people are going to understand it. Ginrin Sankey, number 41. Sakaiko starting at 125. So it was going to be the last one, guys, but Rick requested it. So thank you to everyone that's taken part so fast. Again, Sakaiko, guys, body on this is fucking insanely. I swore. I was trying to get through the whole night without swearing. Body shape on this is excellent. The Sumi development, yeah, there's a lot more to come. The Guinea's not huge on this fish, but it is there. It's got a really nice balanced benny plate. The rest of the fish is just excellent. Good head pattern, massive head, good body. The body is what I'm really looking at on this fish. 125 quid, 29 cm to start us off. Huge amount of Sumi development to come. It's what that Sumi does that's going to really set this fish apart from itself. I think it will come, but then again, all the Sumi will retract and really tighten up. So it won't necessarily be a big block what you'll see in there, because again, there's a lot of development to come and it will start to pull away from itself, I think. So but let's see. It is a gamble. Sakaiko fish, for those people that don't know, they're going to get they carry size in the right places. Benny and Sumi play bang on. Yeah, Cole, this is it's one of them fish. It is going to be a gamble. The Kiwa on the fish, especially down the right hand side of that, just behind the head. Look at that. It's fantastic. So the quality that you can get from the rest of that, you know, again, give it a year, just like Marcus did on the one that he bought, man, and the size and body that he picked up was insane. So 125. I am going. Oh, what's going on when we clock? Why has it gone like that? I'll put a right. No, that's 15 minutes. I don't want that. Stopwatch has started. I'm going to put Unlucky Pal. Should never walk away from the auctions. 1.5 minute timer on. 15 seconds has already gone. That's Unlucky Pal. Oh, someone likes it. We like that. Right, Chris is in 130. Here we go. Alan T is in for 135. Exactly, mate. It's what it does, mate. It's where it develops, Cole. I know you see it, mate. So the gamble is part of the fun growing. Yes, that's the part for me. The gamble and learning. Right. And one thing you will do on this fish is learn how much it eats and how much it grows, right? Because they are growing machines. So minute left. Rick's back in 140. Start 1.5 minute timer. Again. That's not very nice, is it? Alan T's back in 150. There you go. I didn't think there'd be interest in it. That's why I weren't going to put it up. So, Rick, thank you. Still really cheap, guys. I'll tell you how much the Sakaiko fish are in the shop at the end. I'm restarting the clock on every bid that comes in, just so you're aware. Super 160. Alan T back in 170. what we're going to do. Rick's back in 180. This is what we like. That's how the bidding needs to be. Come on. $190, Alan T. Just so you're aware, it is not Alan Tate. Look at the body on that, guys. If you've got the money, you can see there's somebody on, there's one person on there that I know, mate. I weren't. It's still not fetching what it's worth, though. But at the same time, in the spirit of an auction, 200. Don't buy it. You don't need any beer. Evening, Rich. Thank you for joining, mate. Last fish of the night, this one. Alan T is out. Currently, we're Rick at New Forest Koi. We have got 1 minute and 5 seconds. Again, too cheap, guys. It's like £295 cheap. Alan T, good bidding, mate. Again, the Sumi, if Rick does it. Mate, I know, Sakai, you know what I mean, mate? I don't understand what people don't see. Thank you for your support, Ryan. I like the fact that we're giving Rick a hard time. And he will just put fibers on it as well. He's tight. The man rolls in money, honest to God. It's even sat lovely so you can see its body line as well. Look at the power in the shoulders and how fit the tail tube is into the peduncle. Right. He's got the traits of being a bit of a monster. It's mate, it's 215 quid good. Al, get your hand in there, mate. Don't let him have it. I didn't know you was over in Japanese, mate. What's he doing over there at this time of the year? Going to get Odecan. Oh. I was thinking, why are you going over to get Odecan so early? £210. Currently with Rick at New Forest. A minute to win it. Guys, this is like 595 in the shop. Or it would be if it weren't in the auction pool. Right, Chris back in 215. And he marks in 220. New bidder. New bidder. Serious bidders. 225. You're tight as arseholes. Where's the tenants? Let's see them tenors. He still, the last Sakai fish he had off me, he spawned, Rick did. And he's had some bangers out of the spawning as well.
Rick.
Yeah. Ryan says, Rick, show me your power. Come on. Let's see that power, Rick. Oh, I didn't restart the clock. Let's restart the clock now. 1.5 minutes. Sorry, Rick. I didn't restart it, mate. I was too busy watching the bids. Oh, Chris, come on, mate. This is for a new pond, mate. This will be a banging addition to your pond, mate. Best fish of the night by a long shot. Or Mr. Marriott or Miss Marriott. I don't know if you're a Mr. or Mrs. I do apologise. C. Marriott is back in. So we've now got a free way on this one. Battle it out amongst yourself, guys. 2:30. Rick, Mark, if you let me know. Oh, I'm Moto, 4-way. Mark's back in at 2:40. What are you saying, C. Marriott? Rick, Moto, Chris. If you're out, let us know, please. Moto, Chris is in, 250. Where are we going then, guys? Again, I'm not the best at talking to myself, so I need a wingman, but he works with Ryan now. Rick, how you doing, mate? Are you still in? Mark's out, so one of the powers has gone. See you at the Nasher as well, Mark. Be good to see you again, mate. Currently with what we're doing. Rick's back in, 255. Currently, Marriott is out, so it's between Rick and Moto Chris. Don't let him have this, Moto Chris, if you can. I'm robbing you, you're robbing me. You know it and all. It's not his lad's piggy bank out. Mrs. is currently pruning a bush. Moto Chris, 4 fish of the night, 260. Rick's counting out the Daphnia. On you, Rick.
What did you say? I was putting on my book.
I said you was pruning your bush, darling.
I was planning.
Currently, we're Moto Chris Sen at 260. Rick, I'm waiting to see if you're going to put a bid in or not. Suspense. It is, mate. But you stole the last one I sold. I'm out. New Forest is out. Well done, Moto Chris. That's yours, mate. Real good custom tonight, mate. Thank you very much. That's 260 quid. I wasn't even going to put that in, so appreciate that, guys. Thank you. Now, should I do another one next Tuesday? Or I know that we got the show coming up. You know, what's your opinions, guys? Shall I do another one next Tuesday? Let me know. Yeah, I know you did, mate. You're welcome, mate. Thank you for your custom as well, pal. Right, for all those people that have won tonight, new way of doing things. There's no requirement to call into the store. If you can fill out a form on the website, go to www.perfectaquatics.co.uk. At the top, Japanese koi, and then I've won an auction, and then fill out the form. All it is your name, address, telephone number, date selection, excuse me, date selection for koi delivery, and if you're going to collect, and then basically what that will do, it will send that form to us in the store, and then Aaron, the guy that runs our digital department, he will pick that up and he will then send you a link for payment, and then you make it that way. Reason for that is because the phones are always buzzing. We've got a busy store and we can't always get to the phones because we're with customers. So let me put myself on big. So basically we're trying to improve the service by doing that. So if you have any problems, let me know. Drop me a message or ring the store and get through, but be patient if that's the case. So no, we're quite good for the national, Sarah. So getting ready for give it a miss. Okay. Mixed Koi Pond. See you at the National Crafty. Keep you up development of the Tancho Sankey. That was real good, mate, as well. I'll forward that over to someone to get their opinion on it as well. But yeah, I think he's done 8 centimeters in 7 weeks or something, I think he said. So until then, maybe see you next Tuesday, everyone. Thank you very much for your company tonight, and thank you again for everyone that bidded and tuned in. Hopefully see you again next week, and till then, stay safe, everyone, and we will see you at the National, if not next Tuesday. Take care, everyone.